After sorting out my inventory, I went down to the site of my first encounter, and after scouting the area for hours, the bear was nowhere to be seen. Saddened by this, I started to make my way back to base, but then I saw a zombie and figured he would have to do for my opponent at the moment. After easily vanquishing this foe, I attempted to make my way into a cave to cook the fish that I collected to fix my starvation problem, but then disaster struck. Inside the cave was a skeleton, armed with javelins. The first projectile took away half of my HP, and with my inability to sprint, escaping would be difficult, but I did manage to avoid him. Hoping to make my way into another cave to rest, I ran into a second skeleton, and while trying to use the water for cover from their attacks, I was slain for the first time. I'll let the scene play out for you in real time. It's not the same. Not the same. Oh my god. No. 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 Wait, if I just go underwater, I don't think that the spirits can reach me under here. No! Well, there's my first death. At the end of this day and the dawn of the new one. Womp, womp. I started day 52 off as naked and barehanded as day 1. With a sting of defeat in my heart, I knew I needed to improve. One thing I needed was more armor to help me in combat, and another was a constant full rotation of all food types. However, now that the winter has struck, getting vegetables will be difficult. But before any of that, I had to retrieve the items that were just taken from me. After getting my stuff back, I went into the cave that led to my downfall, seeking revenge. However, there was only a zombie in there, which would have to suffice. While making my way back with shame still in my heart, I noticed that there was an ore deposit on the rock face that touches the water. It contained limonite, which is an iron-based mineral. While I can't use it yet, it will come into play later. Rather than heading back home, I decided that since I was already out, I continued my search for copper, which led me to a wolf that kicked my ass and almost killed me. You want some? Come get some. Oh my god, no. No, I can't die this far away. And with me being so far from base, I ran. Losing my stuff that far would be problematic, and dying so soon after the first death would be a severe blow to my morale. I stopped for the night and tried to recover. I continued moving on the morning of day 53. Thankfully, no sign of the wolf, and after some wandering, I managed to stumble upon another volcano, once again containing copper. A little bit away from the volcano, I found even more, lightly submerged in the nearby river, and mined through the night. I continued on my journey even though my inventory was mostly full. I figured that I could keep looking just in case I could find a deposit that I could come back to. After making it past the gravel deposit that I got my initial copper injection from, I found a mountain with malachite, another copper-bearing ore. I decided it was finally time to make support beams. Using these, I can prevent cave-ins, allowing myself to gather ores more deeply in the mountain with mitigated fear of collapse. I mined my way through the night, filled up my inventory, and decided it was finally time to head back home. I spent all of day 55 making my way home and arrived at the afternoon of day 56. I spent my time making food and recovering while I planned my next move. Once I got situated, I started smelting more copper, and while I was waiting, I decided to spend more time gathering wood, and sadly, my first axe broke. With the tree that I attempted to fell still halfway intact, I decided to use it as a memorial site for our first fallen tool. While going through my ingot making process, I had a mild disaster. One of my campfires went out of control, lighting fire to the logs I had waiting in storage. While attempting to put out the fire, I almost got myself killed. Whoa, 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 whoa. No! No, what's happening? What just happened? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I can make it. I can make it. Though both my house and I thankfully survived, my wood supplies were very diminished. With that mild setback out of the way, I went to replenish my log piles and also kept forging away for the next day. Near the end of day 60, I finally completed what I wanted. I created 2 more armor pieces, and now I was only missing shoes, but on the bright side, I also have a sword. A true weapon to defend myself against any who oppose me.